There you go.
How you doing?
It's hard. It's tough work. It's worth it. Get the place back together, you know.
The Bucket Brigade started, my husband Abe Powell, about a week and a half ago. We were sitting at our kitchen table and he said, we need to help these people dig out. And a week and a half later, it has turned into this unbelievable outpouring of community support, volunteer effort. People are coming from the community. We are sending them out to homeowners who have requested our help digging out. We're digging people's homes out. We're clearing perimeters. We're helping to sort through to find possessions. We're digging around oak trees to save them, whatever that homeowner needs.
The Bucket Brigade came about when we saw all the mud and we saw a lot of kind of relief agencies kind of sitting in the relief center talking to people, and nobody was digging out these homes that were literally rotting out from within because they're this deep in mud, that deep. Just after the flood, you know, there's a lot of things, a lot of people thinking about what to do, but the reality was we just need to dig this out right now. And so what we did is we said, look, we're going to do it ourselves and maybe they'll support us. And so I started forming teams. I put it on Facebook and we just started bringing people. I am the director of Montecito Fire, which means I'm an elected official representing the public's interest in public safety in Montecito.
I think it's cool because here in wealthy Montecito, we're setting an example for anyone who wants to see all over the world. You know, we're going to pull together and clean this mess up.
The Bucket Brigade is great because you can just pick up a shovel and help dig out a mess with little to no bureaucracy.
You're digging around the perimeter of the building?
I am, yeah. So we're just trying to get the area right around here clean so that when the bulldozer comes in, it'll be able to pick this stuff out without harming the house.
Gotcha. What do you do for a living?
I work as a content marketing strategist for Entreport.
The work you're doing and the shirts you're wearing and the message we're sending is that we are a community that cares about each other. And when things go bad, we're willing to step up and help. And that's a message that everybody needs to hear, and they need to hear it over and over and over again. Because as a director of Montecito Fire, I can tell you that the disasters we've been seeing, from all the fires that we've had to the biggest fire in California history to the biggest flood in Santa Barbara County history, right on top of each other, are off of our charts, right? Literally, we make charts to plan to prepare you, and the stuff that's happening is outside the scope of that, right? We have to rethink the entire way we serve you. Disasters are happening on a scale that public safety doesn't know how to handle yet, and we're figuring it out, but we want everybody to know that this is a new order we're living in. It's going to be months. I mean, this is one place. I brought a team of 70, and we're barely going to get it cleared out in one day. And watch yourself, sir. There we go. So yeah, we're going to need a lot of help because there's, you know, thousands of properties like this, or at least hundreds, and they all need help. And the other day, we went to a place that got a $400,000 bid to remove the mud from their house and yard.
How much?
$400,000. And with a team of 60 over 3 days and 3 machines, we've got all that mud out in a big pile ready to be trucked out, and it maybe cost them $70,000 to truck it out, but think about the savings there. We've saved them more than $300,000 with 3 days of volunteering and with a couple machines that we rented. So if people want to know what they can do to help, you can volunteer, but we really need donations to help us pay for these machines. They cost over $2,000 a week for the small machines and much more than that for the big machines.
The idea now is to just drag the mud out of every single home along the road and push the mud to the road and hope that the big guys with heavy equipment come and move it away.
I think it's awesome. We very well organized. We were able to come out here, help some people out.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's you know, it's little by little, and many hands make easy work there. So it's one shovel and one dirt pile at a time that we can help.
What are you doing here? You're digging along the wall?
We're digging a trench, like a 2 feet away from the building.
Is that so it can dry out?
I'm not sure why.
Okay. And
That's what they instructed us to do.
where are you from?
From here, from Santa Barbara.
Okay.
I live on the Mesa.
How'd you hear about this?
Online?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. My boyfriend and I were researching and trying to find an opportunity to volunteer. We found it through Ed Hat. Today's my day off, so I thought.
What do you do?
This is awesome. I work in dentistry.
You can stay as long as you want. You can go at your own pace. You get fed. You get camaraderie of others in the community who are also digging. It's just a fascinating way to do some heavy labor after a disaster and make a dent in it. I'm making a dent clearing out below this tree, giving this oak tree some breathing space. And then I'll come back here someday and say, I helped save this oak tree.
Disasters are happening on a scale that public safety doesn't know how to handle yet. And we're figuring it out, but we want everybody to know that this is a new order we're living in. To show up with a shovel or a hug and just be ready to help somebody. Maybe you find, some of their family photos, or maybe you dig out their bedroom, but it means so much to people. And just the simple act of showing up and caring and helping is enough to get this started. Half of what we do sometimes is just crying and hugging, because the homeowners are so relieved to see somebody coming in and helping them that it takes this little bit of weight off. They feel overwhelmed. They feel crushed by this mud that's just everywhere, knee deep in their house, all around their house, their whole yard, their trees, everything buried. And then people show up and start digging, and it just is so comforting.
We have a website, the Santa Barbara Bucket Brigade. We also have a Facebook page, Santa Barbara Bucket Brigade. There's information in both of those places about how to donate. We are accepting tax-deductible donations through the SBCC Foundation. They are our umbrella organization.
Who are they?
The Santa Barbara City College Foundation. And there is a link on our website and on our Facebook page to the donation page. It's really important that if somebody wants to donate, that they make it clear on that page in the box that says additional information, Santa Barbara Bucket Brigade.
And what would the money go to?
That money is going to buckets, shovels, wheelbarrows, machines, backhoes, skid steers, every kind of machine you can imagine. Also going to feeding lunch to our volunteers. So this weekend we provided lunch to 600, 700 volunteers. The lunches were provided by local restaurants. So we had Janine's, we had Los Arroyos, we had Montecito wine and cheese, we had Panino, we had brioche, all bringing food to help to support our volunteers. So the money goes to those local restaurants and to support everything we're doing here.
What we're trying to do is build teams and make the team bigger and bigger so that we can work together and be ready for this. Is not the first disaster that's going to hit this town at this level. We expect another flood like this. We expect it.